This is ESBR Boxing. Delighted to be joined by Conah Walker, who fights Lloyd Germain here in Belfast on Saturday nights. Conah, really good to meet you. Really appreciate your time. It's quite a bit of a late notice fight to some people. I've interviewed Lloyd early. He said he only got 2 weeks' notice. How long have you known about this fight for?
2 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks. That's plenty. I was prepping anyway for February 10th, so there was no issues there. We stayed professional when we found out the news, and then sort of a week later this come up. I was jumped at it, so I was like, yes, absolutely sound. I'm ready to go.
Brilliant. Do you just want to touch on the Cyrus Pattinson situation? How do you kind of reflect on that? Obviously, fantastic win for you last year. He's kind of dropped out of the rematch. Yeah, how do you reflect on what's happened?
Yeah, I mean, look, I wish him speedy recovery. I don't want to kick a man when he's down. He's injured, and that's that. And it's a serious injury, so I wish him all the best, and I wish him well in his recovery. So, obviously, as far as the rematch is concerned now, get yourself a belt, and I'll fight you for the belt, or we'll get something on the line because I'm the champion now, and you know the score yourself. I mean, look, it's a great fight, but I've got his number, so if he wants it again, let's get some marbles for it.
Are you fussed about where that fight happens? Obviously, you've gone to his home city of Newcastle and beat him.
No, he come over to us, didn't he? Near Birmingham, near me, yeah.
Sorry, my mistake.
He was meant to go up there, Newcastle, but I mean, I was prepared to do it. Listen, I'm prepared to travel anywhere. I just want to fight. You know what I mean? So for me, it's give me the date, give me the place, and I'm there.
Apologies, getting mixed up with fights there. But where you're from, I know you're from Wolverhampton, from the Midlands. If it was to happen, I know you're not fussed about where you fight, but would you prefer it to be home again? Do you think that's what will happen?
I'd love that. We've just had I've changed the names now. It's called the Halls, but it's known as the Civic. And yeah, it'd be a dream to fight there. Get a British title there. That'd be a dream come true. So, hopefully we get a good display out here, and Eddie has a look and says, you know what, we'll put a bit of money into this kid and get him a showdown by Wolverhampton. So we'll see what happens. I've just got to keep doing my job, turning up and beating these guys, and that's all I can do.
Yeah, fantastic. Do you just want to ask, what's it like being at a press conference when you're about to do an interview and your opponent's team are kind of like 2 meters away from you? I can see there's no animosity between you and Lloyd, but is there like an awkwardness? Is it the sort of thing you kind of think about before a press conference in terms of you think about what he's going to say? What's that like?
No, I say what I want. Whoever's there, doesn't bother me. So I mean, look, it's boxing, it's fighting, so we're going to get in the ring and sort it out anyway. So it doesn't matter what's said. He can say what he wants and I can say what I want, but ultimately Saturday night we've got to get in there and have a ding dong. So it is what it is.
Brilliant. On Lloyd, undefeated fighter. Has picked up a couple of belts during his career. Stopped Martin Harkin in his last fight. How aware are you of him? Have you seen him fight before? Is he someone who you looked at previously and thought I might be fighting him in the future?
Yeah, I mean, look, I've had a look at him, and there's nothing to be worried about for me. He's a good lad. We've spoke in the past, and the talking stops now. It's time to fight. I'll shake his hand after the fight, and that's that. Do you know what I mean?
Brilliant. Conah, just really appreciate your time. Final question from me. 3 weeks away from Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. I know it's kind of on everyone's minds to some degree. I know there are some people going for Fury, some people going for Usyk. 3 weeks out, where is your head at? I know you're focused on your own fight, I'm sure, but I'm really interested to see what your prediction is.
Honest to God, mate, I'm going to be boring. I'm going to sit on the fence just off the back of Fury's last performance. I know, he might have just had an off day, but look, you can't have off days in boxing, and Usyk rarely has an off day. So I know Fury's going to come in the best shape of his life and with a great game plan. But you've got a very talented rabbit in front of you, so it can go either way. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for it.
See what happens. Conah Walker, thank you for your time and all the best for Saturday night.
Thank you very much, mate. Cheers.
Nice one. Cheers. Thank you.